What is up, you guys? Thank you for stopping by Galadon Gaming. More Clash Royale action. And it's been crazy, you guys, let me tell you. Being out of town, being in Finland, right during the Clash Royale new card coming out, the new card, the Graveyard card being announced, the Clash of Clans update, going to London, visiting another gaming company. It's just been crazy. And unfortunately, my mom, Galamom, has been really sick, so a lot of things going on at once. I'm spending a lot of time out with her as well. And so I apologize if I'm getting a little bit behind in keeping up with content in general. It's just so much is developing right now in my personal life and in gaming that it's tough to keep up. So I'm doing my best, and I appreciate you guys coming back, checking out the videos. Today, we're taking a look at, I don't even know what to call this deck, but Gunshy from Full Attack came up with this deck, or at least I saw him using it in the clan chat, and it's kind of a little Galatrolli type deck. You've got the Goblin Barrel and the Elixir Collector there, but really what this is a bait deck. You're baiting out your opponent's splash damage killers, the zap spell, the arrows, the fireball, anything like that, and then taking advantage. Now right here, not doing so well, down a tower, and things not looking great, but wait for the comeback. I have gotten a lot of damage on his right tower. We've got a minute 40 left, both of us Elixir collecting. And again, this deck has the potential. He throws the oops. Now, I wanted to get this Goblin Barrel to split and do some damage to his tower and the Elixir Collector. Didn't quite work out, but at least we did control the Elixir Collector. And now the Poison Spell, good value, is going to help me get that tower down and damage the Witch. Unfortunately, the Witch is still up, and here comes a Bomber as well. But check out the Princess. Beautiful right here. Really happy with this counter. Works out really well. Finishes off the Witch. It's going to help get rid of that Bomber, and I didn't need to expend any more Elixir to control that. Lots of different ways I could finish off that right lane tower, so I'm really more focused on the overtime game, or at least the last minute of this battle, and trying to grab that other tower. Now my opponent, another Elixir Collector here. The Skeleton Army is going to take down the Musketeer, the Miner in to control the Elixir production. Hoping the Skeleton Army will get there. I throw the Goblin Barrel on the left-hand side. He's got to deal with all sorts of units. And although we don't get the right tower down, it's looking good. The P.E.K.K.A. is going to get melted by this Inferno Tower. And this Poison Spell is going to grab great value here as it damages so many units. I really still think the Poison Spell is going to have to be nerfed. Right here, he drops a Rage Spell. Maybe not the best placement or timing of that. Now the minions moving in on the right, the Miner in on the left. Going to put pressure on both towers at the same time. Skeleton Army, Goblin Barrel. That left tower is in a world of hurt. Right tower is going to go down to the Poison Spell. There goes the left tower. Just a matter of time, and the opponent knows it. Time counts down, and so does the damage. There it is. 2 towers for the price of 1. Last 10 seconds. And the bait deck from Gunshy wins the battle. This deck really is just a matter of overwhelming your opponent's ability to control that damage from a large number of units. You've got the Princess in there. She helps out, but really it comes down to the Minion Horde and the Skeleton Army and, of course, the Goblin Barrel. Those 3, if you can manage to deploy them in short order, it's almost guaranteed your opponent is not going to be able to deal with at least one of them. So right here, you see he is coming at me with the P.E.K.K.A. He's got the Dragon in support as well. So we're just going to push hard on the right tower here and then drop the Inferno Tower. Looks like we should be okay. The Dragon falls. Now the minions are working on the P.E.K.K.A. The Inferno Tower might not even have been needed right here. The Minion Horde, and then another poorly timed Rage Spell. Not sure. But, of course, the Rage Spell being only 2 Elixir, people feel like it's easier to squeeze it in there. But ineffective. The P.E.K.K.A. goes down, no damage to that tower, and we're able to drop an Elixir Collector. And the Inferno Tower actually still doing work, takes down the Goblins. Not ideal, but it works out, protecting that tower. 2 minutes left. We've got the Elixir Collector going and ready for another assault any second. Now the Prince moving in, we obviously have got to stop him. Skeleton Army works out pretty well. Musketeer on the left-hand side, we are going to go ahead and try to just slow her a little bit with the Princess. But check out that right side. The Skeleton Army's gotten there. No way to control it. This guy's deck definitely weak against that sort of attack. Once the Skeleton Army was on top of that tower, the Dragon, there was just no way that Dragon was going to be able to help out. Even the Wizard was going to be hard-pressed to control that big of a group. Now here comes the Goblin Barrel down the left side. Minions working well to control any sort of push down the right. And sure enough, that left tower badly damaged. We're just going to ignore the dragon right now and continue to push that elixir advantage as we're just about to get into the final minute. And this is one of the things, when you're ahead, you can push a little more elixir than you might normally do, simply because it's going to be fun. And you know you have this advantage. We pretty much knew the P.E.K.K.A. was coming again. He drops the rage spell, not going to work out. The poor P.E.K.K.A. all by itself just gets melted. Again, the miner in on the tower. The skeleton army is going to get there. We're going to take a second tower down, 2-0. 45 seconds left. Minion horde on the right. Goblin barrel, princess, skeleton army. Everybody's headed towards that tower. And you can see what is coming as that prince just gets annihilated as well. Now, here we go. It is a massive crowd. This is over. A 3-crown win and a fun deck, I gotta tell you. Not losing often with this deck right now. Alright, so we will check out another battle. And the thing is, a lot of these cards that I'm using in this deck are great defensively as well. They do really well on defense. Obviously, you can stop a lot with a skeleton army, with a minion horde, maybe a little bit less. But if you're willing to take that one initial shot, maybe from a mini P.E.K.K.A. or a prince, the minion horde is going to be effective. Now, I believe it's in this battle you will see the minion horde stop a mini P.E.K.K.A. before it can get to the tower, even from the air. Now, we're going to go ahead and get into this battle, but I wanted to ask you guys if you are interested in sending me some Ice Golem decks, or even if you've got some Ice Golem replays that you would like to share. The big argument I am hearing so far is that the Ice Golem is trash. I'm just quoting. That's what I hear. Now, I don't know. I've won a battle or two with it. I haven't played a lot with it. Obviously, people still working to level it up, at least to get it to tournament standards. For me, I feel like it's just not that great of a card. I haven't found a niche for it, a place where it's really effective. A lot of people said it was going to be the Hog pushing the Ice Golem, but I've yet to see it really be effectively used. With so few hit points, the Ice Golem, even when being pushed by the Hog, is not going to provide that much cover. It's going to literally melt. It's made of ice, after all. And the slow effects from it going down, not really that significant. Would love it if it actually froze opponents for a little bit longer than it did. But again, I think it may be too early. All right, here it is. The minions are going to go down, and watch the mini P.E.K.K.A. doesn't get a single shot on that tower. Now, that is kind of rare, but it worked out. The mini P.E.K.K.A. doesn't get a single touch on that tower, and instead of trying to push along with that minion horde, I realized they were going to go down to the poison. I let it go, let that poison run out, and kind of reset, got the elixir pump going to try again, and this time, skeleton army and the goblin barrel. He uses the zap, a few of the skeletons survive, and of course the goblin barrel is untouched, and that just about means that tower goes down. 62 hit points is all that's left, and once again, we're left with a tower that just barely needs a light breeze to take it down. So the giant going to get burned down once again. There goes the miner. It takes the tower down. Just a matter of holding out now. The poison spell would be a disastrous card against this deck. I still do feel like poison is overpowered. I feel like it probably needs to have its radius a little bit smaller. Maybe a half a tile smaller would control it, like we saw done to the freeze spell early on. It's just a little overused right now, as is the giant. Remember, I did call for a little bit more of a hit point nerf to the giant, or a damage nerf rather, than we saw. So maybe the giant, I don't know. I see a lot of people complaining in the comments on my social media. The giant and the poison spell are just terrible to this game. People hate it. So we will see. I think it always comes down to whatever you see used most. Don't listen to me. Take a look at what you're facing all the time. If there's a certain card you see all the time, like I've said before, expect it to be nerfed. Okay, you guys. Now, this next replay, okay, just watch. Good game. Really? Brandon, 17, he throws out the good game at me at the very beginning. Now, at first I thought, okay, so he's intentionally losing, and he threw out good game. He's going to go ahead and lose because he's already lost 2 in the challenge. He wants to get it over with. No, that's not what it was. He's thrown me the good game because he's so confident with his Sparky play, he thinks that he can wipe me out. Well, we'll just see about that, won't we, Brandon? All right, so right off the start, I want to beat this guy so badly because anybody who was so bold to throw out a good game in the beginning, I mean, now, of course, that was a good timed arrow drop right there. He did wipe out my goblin barrel. Things not looking so great. I'm not going to counter these goblins, instead going to save up and wait for another push. Now here comes the giant from the back, and yes, there he is. He's setting up for Sparky, but he changes his mind. He had Sparky queued up, he went to the wizard, so it looks like he's trying to save Sparky for that ugly surprise, maybe a little bit later on in the battle. Inferno Tower, that's going to take care of the wizard, and here comes some minions as well. Look at the poison spell again, so much damage, so much use from this poison spell. I really don't need anything else but poison and the princess. Every single unit goes down and the princess survives. Now right here, I'm going to throw in the skeleton army just a little too late. Had I gotten the skeleton army in first, then maybe the princess survives that archer group right there. There goes the arrows taking out the skeleton army. But the princess, and here it comes. Goblin barrel, no counter. There's no counter at the bar. Ladies and gentlemen, that goblin barrel just goes to major work. And suddenly maybe this guy not so happy about the way things are turning out. But we have yet to see his Sparky. And that is his element of surprise, his secret weapon, getting down to double elixir, and that's where a lot of people like to pull it out and use it. Now, these minions did need to be countered. They were closing in on that tower, but this works out again well for me, as the giant is going to be down to about 50% health by the time he gets over here, and that means the Inferno Tower is going to wipe him out. Here comes Sparky, and check out the skeleton army. Beautiful. Even if the Inferno Tower had not been there, they would have done most of the job. Another goblin barrel, princess combination. The goblins get mitigated, they get controlled, but the princess moves in, and she's just going to need a couple of shots, her and another OP poison, and that is the end. Good game. Got to throw him a little bit of BMs. Okay, a lot of BMs. Okay, I get a little bit out of control right here because I just know that I've got him. And his poor little Sparky, I gave him the tears. Oh, Sparky went down. Oh man, it just felt so good. I just threw everything I had at him. I feel bad, I'm sorry. It's like gallivanting right here. I'm like, good luck, haha, everything I could possibly imagine. Time runs out. He is shockingly quiet as he knows the good game did not work out so good for him. And as it counts down, we grab the 1-0 win over one of the hardest cards for me to face, especially in tournaments or challenges, Sparky. All right, you guys, that is the Gunshy bait deck winning battles. Let me know if you tried it out or if you got another similar deck that you'd like me to try. Put it down below in the comments. Thank you, as always, for spending a few minutes of your day with me. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Hashtag GalFam. Catch me on a Mob Crush live stream, and I'll see you again tomorrow for more full attacks. Woo.
Galley Dog, is that a double shot mocha? You better ease up, man.